Hi, I'm Nyesha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Good morning again. This is Jonathan Small, host and producer of All About You. I do this program every single week from AccessTV.org studios in downtown Hartford. This program is designed to give the guest a chance to give his or her a life story. Occasionally, I will get into a particular topic or issue. This morning, I have as my guest the mayor of Bloomfield, Syd Shulman. Good morning, Syd. How you doing?
Good morning. How's it going?
It's going good. You?
Good.
Okay, now as a mayor of Bloomfield, what is the daily duties that a mayor has to be involved with running that town?
There aren't any really daily duties. Okay. Because my first and primary duty is to preside over council.
Okay.
But it's not just presiding over council. Council meetings like tonight, I think it's tomorrow night, we have a finance committee meeting. Tomorrow night also is an economic development committee meeting of council. Mm-hmm. And then in generally daily contact, more than once with the town manager about different issues that come up in town. I'll ask for his advice, he'll ask for mine. As I mentioned, I think before, we work as a team on some things. A lot of times there's a particular issue that the deputy mayor and I are working on now. So there's lots of things that come up during the day, and I'm sitting in my office around the corner, but with the magic of electronics nowadays, I'm able to keep up with everything, whether I'm in my office or not. And I don't have an office in Bloomfield because I thought it was a waste of money for me, since I'm running around and I'm a practicing attorney. I thought it was a waste of money to have an office in Bloomfield. The town manager has a very nice conference room that we use. So as a matter of fact, when I leave here now, I'm going out to a meeting with the town manager and a couple other people that want to do something in Bloomfield. So it's not, while I do something involving Bloomfield every day, there's no set schedule, there's no particular hours that I do things.
Mm-hmm. Well, you are a resident of Bloomfield and you hold a political position in Bloomfield. Why would people want to become a resident in Bloomfield, in your opinion?
Well, number one, I think it's one of the most, of course I'm biased a little bit, but I think it's one of the most beautiful communities that we have. We have a significant amount of open space. I think it's about 32 or something % of our space is open space. Mm-hmm. We made an effort to make sure that we have open space. In addition, we have part of the Greenway trails that we're making sure goes through the center of Bloomfield, so there's a lot of walking space. The houses, for reasons that I'm not happy about, actually, you can obtain a better value for a house in Bloomfield than you can in a lot of other communities. And I think it's a vibrant, growing, diverse community that that offers an awful lot to people. Now, if you're looking for the nightlife, then it's not Bloomfield. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Bloomfield is centrally located. You can get to any nightlife you want, any culture, museums, anything down in the city of Hartford. We're almost perfectly centrally located, and we're close to both 84 and 91. Mm-hmm.
Well, why would a business want to locate in Bloomfield?
Well, as I just mentioned, we're between 91 and 84, almost, you can go to a couple of adjoining towns that are closer to one or the other. Mm-hmm. We're almost directly in between 91 and 84. So if you're a business and you're looking for immediate access to Bloomfield or to your business, we have the place for it. We have a good, skilled and semi-skilled population that can give workers to people who come to Bloomfield. We have an administration that can deliver the permits, whatever you need in order to establish a business in Bloomfield, expand a business in Bloomfield. Mm-hmm. We move things for our businesses, so you don't get stuck in a lot of city hall mechanics.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a lot of different diversified businesses in Bloomfield?
Absolutely. We have one of the finest bike shops around, and we also have one of the central headquarters for Pepperidge Farm bakeries. We have a home goods warehouse. We have a number of warehouses in town. We have Coherent Dios, which is a manufacturing firm. We have some national firms. We have the main offices, the central offices for MetLife Insurance Company, Cigna Insurance Company. We have a vibrant retirement community. We have some of the best retirement and senior services in the state of Connecticut. And we have Doncaster and Seabury. We have Federation Homes. So we have an absolutely top-notch senior services department of the town. Matter of fact, there's a senior expo tomorrow that I'll be going to. So we have health testing at the senior expo, as well as other things. So we have a broad variety of businesses, a broad variety of restaurants. We got some superb restaurants and more coming in. We have a first-run movie theater. There are some towns that have that. A lot of towns don't. And our first-run movie theater is actually a little bit less expensive than first-run movie theaters in other towns, which is a widely kept secret.
Is Bloomfield a safe town? I mean, how's your public safety?
I don't even lock
in
my
Bloomfield?
doors. I don't lock my doors.
Okay.
Now, maybe I shouldn't say that on the air.
Well, you already said it, actually,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard not to take it back, but it's considered a real safe
We have
town.
we have an Italian bakery that, for my money, is better than anything along Franklin Avenue in Hartford. We had people come from all over. They come from all surrounding towns. So the Italian bakery in town, Pasticceria in Wittenberry Mall. We have a fabulous Indian restaurant, Natia in Bloomfield. We have Sake, which has another restaurant. We have one in Bloomfield, a Japanese restaurant. So we have Republic, which is owned by Mill on the River in South Windsor, and they own Abigail's in Simsbury, and we have Republic in Bloomfield. So, as I say, we have a broad variety of things in Bloomfield. You can really enjoy yourself in coming to our town.
Is Bloomfield kind of a tale of two towns where you have a lot of wealthy people and you have a lot of just regular working class people?
That's very true. That's very true. And I think that's similar to a lot of communities. And what my goal is, and what the town administration's goal is to try to bring those two communities together to share things that they don't normally share. And it's done in a number of different ways. The thing that I think I'm most proud of, between Hartford, Windsor, and Bloomfield, we have the largest West Indian community, I think, in the United States, or at least outside of New York.
Yeah, New York, I think, has the highest, but
And when we have a West Indian Independence Day celebration on our town green, we can draw 1,000 people to it. And we have the bands, we have the music, we have the food, and that brings together both communities because all communities, either they've been to the West Indies and love to vacation there, many are from there, many would like to be there or like to go there. So we bring everybody together on the town green to share in that. When we had Sunset Sounds, same thing. We used to have Sunset Sounds, which unfortunately we don't have anymore, which had Count Basie, Ella Fitzgerald, all the big stars come, and we'd bring people would come with silver tea sets and have supper on the Signet Green at that time. So we've had things that include everybody.
Well, Bloomfield has changed a lot over the past 40 to 50 years because Bloomfield 40 years ago did not have a large West Indian or African-American population.
That's true.
Why? How did that change happen over the past 40 years? I mean, what kind of caused the changes that you think that it's more of a African-American, well, actually Caribbean American is the largest population base in Bloomfield? I mean,
well, I don't know. The natural inclination of all cultures, be it Italian, Irish, Jewish, African American, West Indian, or whatever, is to start in the core city and then move out.
right.
And every culture has done it. Some move to one town, some move to another. And then from the immediately surrounding towns, they move out even further. So if you look at the population statistics for Granby, East Granby, Simsbury, and some of those second out areas, they're accumulating more people of different faiths, of different cultures, and so forth. So I think that's what happened to Bloomfield. I think that whether it be the African American population, the Jewish population, I think they moved from Hartford out. And I think I mentioned to you when we were off the air that For a while, Hartford was known as a suburb of North Hartford, which was very unfortunate because it's not a suburb of North Hartford. It is there. While a lot of people from North Hartford moved there, including a lot of people of other faiths and colors.
Yes.
The fact of the matter is that Bloomfield stands on its own and is very proud of its diverse color. We were an all-American city a number of years ago, and part of that had to do with the diversity because we had people of all cultures moving into Bloomfield. Unfortunately, there were some other towns that kept out people of different cultures and different faiths and different ethnicities. Bloomfield never did. And so you had people, I think that's how it became more diverse. And that's what won us the All-American City a number of years ago.
Now, Sydney, when you say diverse, I mean, Bloomfield technically has, 80 to 90% Caribbean, African-American population base in the city. Isn't it a more high number? It's not that number?
No. In the school system it is.
Oh, okay, the school system, all right.
But in the town, I think it's 5% Latino. I think overall, between Latino and African American and West Indian, I think it's probably like 54%, something like that.
Okay.
And the rest is various types of Caucasian. So if you break it down by ethnicity or color, I think that's the way it would be. But it's a good, diverse community. We have about a third of our population of all ethnicities and colors is seniors.
Okay.
And we have the best senior services of any town in the state, as far as I'm concerned.
Do all of the different cultures and races seem to get along? Do y'all seem to work together, or are there any differences that y'all have out in Bloomfield between?
I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there's never any differences.
Okay.
Because I'd be a fool or a liar.
Right.
But by the same token, yeah, I think generally they do. I think they generally do. I think everybody is very respectful of all the faiths and diversity and cultures and everything. We have a Mormon temple in Bloomfield, which is not commonly known, and they've been brought into the mainstream of Bloomfield activities in the last year or two, and they've been very happy to do it and come in. So it really is truly a diverse culture, and by diverse sometimes is a catchword for African American.
Yes.
And we call it the way it is, and the fact of the matter is that that's not the way we use diverse, because we have a lot of Asian Americans in Bloomfield, as I say, about 5% Latino. But yes, a predominant culture is, I think, probably West Indian now, and if you go on pure numbers, but African American also, Caucasian. So, but nobody, there are not a lot of people that really think in terms of that. It's just that people gather together. And as I say, the best place to see that is in some of our churches and some of our activities, such as the West Indian Independence Day.
And you also have the largest mega church in New England.
Oh, yeah.
Bloomfield.
Yeah. First Cathedral, we're very proud of. First Cathedral has I wish my synagogue could attract that many people. But First Cathedral, I think, has, if I'm not mistaken, their sanctuary can seat about 4,000, and I think the population of First Cathedral, people who are members are about 11,000.
Okay. Well, Sydney, again, I had enjoyed having you on this program this morning. You bring a lot of information as a resident and as a mayor. And again, I wish you the very best luck in both of your careers and with your family. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Again, this is Jonathan Small. I had enjoyed hosting this program again this morning with my guest, Mayor Syd Shulman. You can watch any particular program on accesstv.org throughout the week. This program can be seen on accesstv.org channel 2. And as I tell people every single week out there, have a very blessed day and keep the faith. Thank you.